Breaking news. After tricking Nigerians, Attorney General Malami to frustrate 7.9 billion naira fraud trial, Stella Oduah moves to dump APC for PDP, says APC is a fraud. Stella, thank you for speaking out because a lot of persons do not understand when we say that the Attorney General of the Federation is a very deceitful man. Okay, this is an APC person because one thing they've done in an oath of secrecy, they tell party members that if you speak against the party, you call out on wrongdoing, they say you are committing anti party activities, and they will do what we call they will begin to send out some punishment, they'll castigate you, or take out some measures against you that you are going against the party. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, is one of the most terrible Attorney General we've ever had in the history of the country called Nigeria. This man commits fraud. Look at what this person is saying. Estella is an APC lady. She said the guy is frustrating, billions of dollar fraud, and acting as if all is cool. And that's why, honestly speaking, there should be nobody in any correction center or whatever, because the main people who are defrauding and destroying this nation are in government houses, in the presidency, appointed, in different places and what have you. These are the people who are destroying the very fabric of the nation. And yet they tell you there are Yahoo Yahoo boys. Who are the exactly Yahoo Yahoo boys in this country? Stella Oduah, a Nigerian senator, a former minister of aviation, has concluded plans to dumping of the ruling All Progressive Congress for the People Democratic Party, Sahara Reporters has gathered. Stella, on August the 17th, 2021, left the PDP for APC. A source told Sahara Reporter that the senator recently held a closed-door meeting with Anyi Pius, Anyi, a PDP presidential aspirant, and some party leaders. She used Senator Anyi to reach out to the platform, her new arrangement, and with the People Democratic Party leadership preparatory for her decamping to the People Democratic Party in the next few days. A source has said the move comes a few days after the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami's son, orchestrated different strategy to compromise and frustrate the procurement of the senators who had corruption cases hanging on their necks, and yet he tries to cover it and pretend that those cases are not there to make it go away. These things are wrong. The trail of Abubakar Malami, governor, Governor Buni, Senator Aminu Lawa are feeling used and dumped by Stella, having been briefed and realized that she has used them to frustrate their procurement and betrayed their agreement and accord by finalizing arrangement to now decamp APC to PDP. In the next few days, the source has said. Some reporters exclusively reported in 2021 that Stella trial by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) over 7.9 billion fraud may be resurfaced, going by her secret plot with Senate President Ahmed Lawal and Malami, who made the case go away because she joined APC. February 22nd, 2021 has passed, but she was not arraigned. April 19 has passed. She is working very hard using Senate President and Ahmed and AGF Malami to either schedule arrangement or frustrate the trial. Alternatively, there have been plans to water down the trial through the prosecution via the EFCC chairman Bauer, who is largely controlled by Malami. Malami is the one who calls the shot on that regards. Okay, so Bauer has no say. Bauer has no say. When Malami is speaking, he keeps quiet, he watches patiently, and he listens. Okay, when you have a dog and you say, "Come here, sit down," the dog just quietly, sit down and will not even what raise and any obligate any anything to say no, I don't want that. The dog better not, better not revolt. It just comes in, sit down quietly, and see what next. So this is exactly what is going on, my wonderful people. This is exactly what is happening. The whole stage of everything going on shows us, how Malami, every one of them, they are working together. Listen, guys, I tell you sincerely, have you heard of the case of the Electoral Act again? The answer is no. You know why? Because even the Senate president wanted to a response to Buhari's request to expunge the Section 82, subsection 12 of that very act that says appointees, should not be voted or voted for. And if they are to go into any position, they want to be elected, they need to resign. When he put it to the House vehemently said no, then he now put it to a vote. And when people said no, he had no choice but to also yield to the hearing of the people. However, he's in support of what Malami is doing. You may think that he's not in support. Have you seen the National Assembly rise up and quickly take up the matter as quickly as Malami did secretly? How can you take someone to court without the person's knowledge and a judgment is passed? The National Assembly put this together. Buhari signed it, and Malami, in his own place, went to court, even with Buhari being, in the UK. So, and you tell me Malami is not in charge of the country? You need to convince me otherwise. I need to be really convinced otherwise. These are people that call the shots in this country and does whatever they want to do with no questions asked. Okay, with no questions asked, they do as they please, and they get away with it. So you see this country, there is serious call for concern, I must tell you. A serious call for concern. It's no longer business as usual. People come, they do whatever they want to do, and you'll be wondering what exactly is going on. Now this lady Stella had a court case on her, and when she saw that PDP is not the party in power and she will be persecuted, cleverly she quickly joined the wagon, okay, joined the moving train so that she could have some leverage and she could have some breathing space. It worked, but when she got there, she began to see more devastating things, and she was like, wow, I mean, how did I get here? So she's planning now to go back to PDP, and the same people who covered up her case are planning to resuscitate her case. You see, Nigeria, this country is, there is deceit all over the place. God sincerely is the one to help us. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Do have a fantastic day. Let's keep speaking against evil. Bye for now.